Hello everyone, today we will be talking about the Six of Wands. This is our card here. I really love to get this card in readings, and I'm sure you do too if you already know a bit about the meaning of this card. But we'll get into detail in a moment. First, I just wanted to mention the card is very symmetrical and the colors are very harmonious. So this is already a clue for you to the interpretation of the card. There's a lot of harmony, everything is in balance. You probably noticed that we have the same ones here like we did in the previous card. The difference is because this card is a lot more balanced, we have two Chief Adept Wands here and we only had one in the Five of Wands. The color palette of this card reflects the two cards of Major Arcana that it's connected with. So we have here Jupiter in Leo. The card for Jupiter is Fortune. And the card for Leo is Lust, as we've seen before. So you can see that these two cards give their colors to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is kind of like a merge of these two color palettes. And we have a lot of potential here because we have Leo that is striving for something. It wants to achieve things, wants to be seen and admired. And Jupiter allows all of these things to happen. So this is truly a great card. This card is connected to the second decan of Leo. So in the decan wheel we are here, Six of Wands, Jupiter in Leo. On the Tree of Life, we are at the end of our ethical triangle. So if you remember, I told you this is the ethical triangle and Tiferet ends it and brings balance to these two energies of Hesed and Gevurah. Of course, Tiferet, as the Sephirah connected with the sun, gives energy to all of the Sephiroth around it. So this is a really beautiful balancing and like central solar energy. This solar energy is seen here in this beautiful golden yellow color and also in the flames here. But as I mentioned before, there is a balance of masculine and feminine in this card. So we have the masculine fire energy, the solar energy of the flames, but there are 9 of them here. And 9, as well as the purple background, is connected with the divine feminine and Sephirah Yesod. So this is the moon energy that balances the sun energy in this card. As you can see, I'm a big fan of this color purple. This card goes very well with my setup here. It fits very beautifully. Maybe that's why I really like this card as well. Aleister Crowley says about this card that this shows energy in completely balanced manifestation. There's also another quote that I wanted to share with you. I think it is very interesting because it links the 6 to the 4 and 5. So he says, the 5 has broken up the closed forces of the 4 with revolutionary ardor. So the 5, with the power of Gevurah, breaks up the closed forces of the 4, because here the energy is enclosed within this solar circle. And then he says, but a marriage has taken place between them, so between 4 and the 5. And the result is the sun and the sun. So the sun as a male child and the sun as what we see in the sky every day. And this is connected with where we are in the Tree of Life, because Tiferet is here. So there's a union between Hesed and Gevurah, and Tiferet is the result of this union. So this is the balance of these two energies, and it comes from these two energies. Tiferet is, of course, also connected with Christ consciousness. So we can say this is our highest consciousness that has our greater good at heart. And Christ also is a solar god, as you know. So the last quote I wanted to mention is about these flames that we see here. And Aleister Crowley says that there is no circle to enclose the system. It's self-supporting like the sun. So this means that we had to have a closed system here to contain the energy, because this was the energy of opposites. But here, these opposites merge so harmoniously that we do not need to enclose the system. This will go on forever. Now I will tell you a bit about how you can interpret this card in a reading. The name of this card is Victory, so it can mean success and public recognition, but it's always a success that was earned. So you have worked on this, you have put a lot of effort in it, and now you are reaping the rewards. This is not just something that falls randomly into your lap. This is really earned. It also means regaining harmony and balance, but after a period of struggle. So, for example, in a relationship, this can mean that maybe you were in the energy of Five of Wands for a bit. There was some arguing, some struggles, but you have worked it out with your partner, and now your relationship is back on track, is back in balance again. It can also be related to your spiritual progress. Maybe you have worked out some of your internal issues, you have put in some effort into working on yourself, and now you feel like you're more balanced. Of course, in the Suit of Wands, it's very often about your work situation. So this can mean that you have worked very hard and finally you are getting the recognition at work that you deserve. This can also be a good time to promote yourself. So, for example, if you are asking what to do to achieve something, and you get this card, it can mean that you need to really have those Leo qualities and present yourself in the best light, promote yourself or your business, your services, and really like celebrate your successes, and this will bring you what you need. And it's very important to celebrate our successes. I think a lot of the cards in the Suit of Wands are telling us about this. If we achieve something, it's very good to take a moment and celebrate it and then move on to another task. If this card shows up as an obstacle, it means that there's too much pride in you. So maybe you are being too boastful, maybe you're just too much in the spotlight, you have too much of those Leo qualities, you always want to be the center of attention. If it's the obstacle, then maybe you should just step back. If it's in a work situation, maybe it's time for you to give some credit to your team or to your subordinates. Maybe there's too much attention on yourself. So these are the meanings of this card in spreads. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next video about the Seven of Wands very soon. Thank you so much. Bye!